everyone, welcome back. This is Mr. MacKay in Bio 30. Today we're going to do some sex-linked dihybrid problem questions, and I've got a card up here to remind me to say this. Remember, if it's a sex-linked trait, like color blindness or hemophilia are sex-linked traits, the allele must be shown as a superscript on the X chromosome. You cannot show it by itself like you would for an autosomal trait. So let's get right into it. I'll try to go as fast as I can, but obviously pause the video whenever you need to pause it to write things down or to take notes, whatever you need to do. So first question, what would be the result of a heterozygous curly-haired man who's colorblind married a straight-haired lady with homozygous normal vision? Straight hair is recessive, so as always we need a legend. I'll do a big H for curly hair and a little h for straight hair. Hair straightness is not a sex-linked trait, but colorblindness is. So I'll go X big N for normal vision and X little n if you are colorblind. So there's my legend. Now we have the cross. So we have a heterozygous curly-haired man, heterozygous curly-haired, big H little h, who was colorblind. X little n y. Remember XY for males. Cross with a straight-haired lady, so little h, with homozygous normal vision. Homozygous normal means she's not a carrier, X big N, X big N. Now we do our Punnett squares. Starting with the male, we can have a big H, X little n, a big H, Y. We can have a little h, X little n, a little h, Y. For the lady, there's only one possible gamete. It's a little h, X, big N. So you only need to write it out once. Now I'll go fast, do my crosses here. And then I have to write out my phenotypic ratios. And the way I showed you in the last video, the best and easiest way to do it is separate them out by sex. So we'll start with the females. Doesn't matter who you start with. Females, we've got two females here and here. The first female, the top one, is a curly-haired. So 1 out of 2 for females is curly-haired, and she does have the allele, but she doesn't have the disease, so we call her a carrier. The other female, so 1 out of 2 possible females, it has straight hair. And again, she's also a carrier. Just going to switch colors so it doesn't get too messy. So now for the males, there's 2 possible males. One there, one there. The first male has a big H, little h, so he is 1 out of 2 curly-haired. And he's normal visioned. He's got the big end, N, showing that he's normal vision. The other male, so 1 out of 2 possible males, has straight hair. And he's got just the big N, so he has normal vision. There we go, question number 1. Question number 2. Show the result of a homozygous curly-haired normal vision man married a heterozygous curly-haired colorblind lady. Because it's the same legend as the previous question, I'm not going to rewrite it. So we've got a homozygous curly-haired, that's big H for homozygous, normal visioned man, X big N, Y, married a heterozygous curly-haired, big H, little h, colorblind lady. So she has to have 2 little n's on her X chromosomes for a lady to be colorblind. So, once again, our Punnett square, big H, X, N, and a big H, Y, that covers the male. Big H, X, little n, little h, X, little n, covers the female. So we've got 2 possible gametes for each, so it's a 2 by 2 or a 4-box Punnett square. I'll quickly fertilize. Little n, y, and now my phenotypic ratio. So for females, again, we've got 2 females right there. So This time, both females are going to be curly-haired, and both females are going to be carriers. So we've got a 2 out of 2 curly carrier for the females. For the males, we've got curly and curly, little n and a little n. So this time they're both going to be, so 2 out of 2 curly and colorblind. There we go. Question number 3. A little bit different here. You don't have to do a Punnett square for 3. 2 brown-eyed, normal vision parents. So both parents have brown eyes, which means, brown is dominant over blue. I should have mentioned that. So big B for brown, little b for blue. And then the color blindness is the same as the last couple of questions, so I won't rewrite that. So brown-eyed, normal vision. So both parents have at least one big B because they both have brown eyes. They're both normal visioned. So for the male, we know he's got one big N for sure. For the female, XX, she's got to have at least one big N. But then it says they produced a child who is colorblind, which means her other allele must be little n. They also produced a child who's blue eyes, which means the second allele for both of them must be a little b. That's the parental genotype. Based on the child, if he is blue-eyed, they got the little b and the little b from both parents. That gives the kid the blue eyes. And colorblind. Well, for the dad to be normal, he had to have had a big N. For the kid to be colorblind, therefore, he must have gotten his little n from mom. So it's X little n. The second sex allele has to get one of them from dad. It can't be this one, so it's got to be that one. So there's the genotype of the kid. In other words, most kids get their recessive sex trait from their mother, usually from their mother. Last question. This is a bit longer one. What would be the result of a blonde man with hemophilia? Hemophilia is similar to color blindness. We'll just show it real quick. Capital H for normal blood, X little h for hemophilia. I'll just write hemo here for speed. What would be the result of a blonde man, same as the last time, so blonde is recessive, with hemophilia? X little h, Y. Married a heterozygous brown-haired lady, so big B, little b, who is a carrier for hemophilia. X big H, X little h. That makes her a carrier. So let's do our Punnett square. For the man, we could have a little b, X little h, or little b, Y. And for the mother, we've got 4 possibles. B, X big H, big B, X little h. Little b, X big H, little b, X little h. So this is going to be a 2 by 4 box Punnett square, or 8 box Punnett square. I'll fill these in as fast as I can, just to save time, not because it's a race. And see, now I made a mistake. Oh, I missed that. Now the phenotypic ratio for this one, again, taking it just for the females, we've got 1/4 brown carrier, that's that one. We've got 1/4 brown hemophiliac, that's that one. We've got 1/4 blonde carrier, that's the third one. And we've got 1/4 blonde hemophiliac. That's that one. For the male, switching colors, because I'm going to quickly run a room here. We've got 1/4 brown normal. We've got 1/4 brown hemophiliac. Sorry, I'm getting messy. 1/4 blonde normal. And the last one, 1/4 blonde hemophiliac. There we go. Sex-linked traits, dihybrid sex-linked trait crosses. As always, if you have any troubles with these, please email me, let me know, and we'll see if we can't figure something out, whether we do a Google Meet one-on-one, whatever has to happen. And that's it for today. Talk to you later. Bye.